talk to me about this mix on 95. This is the first thing on Gemini that you undertook.
I can play a little bit of that.
Yeah, solo the vocal for a second, if you can. So what I like about this is that it's distorted, it's affected. When you hear it soloed, you're like, wow, that's actually quite a lot of fuzz on there, really. But in the mix in general, I still feel like I get the clarity of the lyric.
Yeah, because if you distort it too much, you lose the diction. So we need that diction so that we can understand the words. And like, this is a nice balance, I think, at this point in time. We kind of have a nice balance here. So we have like the distortion that's happening. It's mostly coming from Decapitator, right? So like Decapitator is being blended in. If I push it all the way up, you can't understand the dialogue or the lyrics, at all. Yeah. So like we just literally hitting it like 25% and you're getting enough of that grit that it almost sounds like you're like singing through like a busted microphone. Almost like, you know, like when you're like first in your first rock band and you're like running your microphone through a guitar amp, right? It kind of has that vibe. Yeah. And that's the vibe I wanted to go for this. Like almost like, let's get together. We're in an amazing studio, but let's get together in our garage and make a record. That's what I wanted the vibe to be for this.
And I think the character of this song is sort of examining a life, a 95-year-old life, which is a long time to live. And there's so much complication with that, and there's a lot of triumph, but there's also a lot of questions. And at the end, it sort of tears apart in a way. And so when you sent me this with the distorted vocal, I thought, well, that's a great stylistic choice.
You know what's hilarious? I'm also running it through the Culture Vulture plugin here, right? And that's also at around like, 20%. So we're getting both of those together. I forgot I even did that. That's the like, it's almost like breaking apart. Yeah. So this one is adding that like fuzzy distortion, right? And then this one's getting that broken distortion. So the two together just creates that sound, which really works, I think.
That's a nuanced approach to the vocal. Because also, we want that energy, but we got to make sure we can understand the lyrics.
Yeah, the first version definitely, it was hard to understand what you were saying, so we needed to dial it in a little bit, right?
My grandfather died when he was 95.